got dunked on by a West High Warrior. Well, he's not a West High Warrior anymore. He went to West. He actually didn't even play basketball. Well, he is now a math and science major at UCLA, and those mathematical/scientific equations allowed him to develop a systematic process that helped him to elevate his body and creatively demonstrate an unbelievable. You know what? Why don't you just take a look at the video? After starting the season 2-0, Bishop Montgomery has only won one of their last 7 games. With a record of 0-3, Bishop is trying to pick up its first league win of the season. And when you hear Northwest, some people might think I'm talking about Kim and Kanye's daughter. But if you're like me, you're thinking of the sizzling rivalry between 2 schools that are right down the street from each other. But I am still on Instagram and Twitter, where you can find behind the scenes and on the scene footage of everything that's going on in the Torrance area. Now, one thing that is going on is basketball season. All the high school teams are gearing up for their seasons. And Anna Dominguez was at West High School for the girls' basketball practice. This game was more than just a notch in the win column for the Spartans. Sam Vargas helps us take a closer look at why this win could be the start of some big things for the team and their new football coach. Now, this is the way you want to start a new era, with a win. And the Elko Warrior fans came out to support their team. But it was a special group of fans, or should I say family, that made this Week 1 victory that much sweeter. Quiet and empty is something rare at this softball diamond, at least when Alyssa Loza was on the mound. After transferring from Torrance High to attend North, Loza went on to win Player of the Year and lead North High to the 2016 CIF SS Division IV Championship.
I'm just really glad that I was able to come here my senior year and spend it with all my best friends. And fortunately, we were able to have a really good season this year and winning CIF, and I'm just grateful for that.
A great student, a great athlete, but something else set her apart.
Her competitiveness out on the field. She was of the mindset, give me the ball, and she always trusts her teammates to do their job to back her.
Now another team has to back her. Alyssa Loza will be taking her talents to Arizona State University, and the Sun Devils are in for a treat.
They're going to be getting a hardworking player, someone who is going to do anything that they need for the team, is always going to be a great teammate, always going to have a positive attitude, and that's always going to be competitive.
Yes, Alyssa is good, but I'm an athlete. Played football, basketball, and baseball. Hitting her can't be that hard. I'm gonna let her have that. But no one had to let her have anything.
When I was younger, I used to play basketball and soccer, but once I reached the age of 10, softball just took my heart, and the rest was history.
And she might go down in history as one of the best softball players the city of Torrance has ever seen. But she wouldn't have gotten there without some sound advice.
Always go for what I want, no matter what or who tries to get in the way of that. As long as you have the right mindset and the right support system with you, I think you can accomplish anything that you want.
I'm Byron Newsom, reporting for the Sports Desk. Now I want to show you how a young man and his family are trying to beat the odds by using social media and old school hustle to show colleges what they could be missing. Jamar McDaniel. Maybe you've heard of him, maybe you haven't. But let's take a look at his resume. He's run kickoffs back for 6. He intercepts passes. He catches passes. He outruns people. And that's actually not all he's done.
I made first team all LA City and had a couple records, and I went to an all-star game, and after all that I didn't really get recruited like I wanted to.
Well, what do you do when you don't get what you want? You tell your family, and they help you go get it.
After he didn't receive his letters and after he was discouraged, I told him, I said, I'm going to make sure people know your name. I'm going to make sure people hear about you.
And she did just that, creating business cards, t-shirts, and using social media to help her son Jamar be seen by the masses.
It's doing a lot for me. It's getting my name out, and hopefully it's doing the right things. Somebody, it's not about what you do, it's like who you know. So hopefully somebody sees it and just helps me.
It's like I told my kids, quiet mouths don't get fed. So when I saw you and I'm sitting there, I said, well, let me go down and introduce myself. So that's what I usually do a lot of places. You know, like Derica says, we give the cards out to everyone we meet.
Giving Jamar and other athletes like him more chances to be seen. But come on, does this really work? Do college recruiters actually find athletes on the internet? Yeah, they do.
Well, my time at Santa Monica, I had a linebacker from Scappoose, Oregon, that reached out to us first and, was inquiring about playing football for us at Santa Monica College. So I did my little homework on him, checked him out. He came down on the spring break and, we talked some things out and he came out and he actually did pretty good for us. He ended up receiving a scholarship to Texas State after his first year at Santa Monica. And also he played 3 years there, ended up being a team captain, and now he's with the Carolina Panthers.
Jamar has talent. He now has more exposure, but he knows it will take more than his skills on the field to be successful.
I expect to do good in the classroom again. I graduated with a 4.0, and I'm proud of that, so I expect to do that again, get another 4.0.
And while business cards and YouTube links are bringing attention to his athleticism, his family wants his attention to be somewhere else.
We want him to get that degree, because that's one thing they can't take away from you, is that education. And then, like our dream, his dream is to, play a couple of years in the National Football League. But as you know, NFL, it stands for not for long. So you got to have that degree, something to fall back on.
Jamar looks to have a great season at Elko and hopes to be instrumental in helping his team win in many ways. And hey, you're already using social media. Why not use it to help you get a leg up in the recruiting game? At first glance, it looks like a regular youth basketball camp. Learning to hustle, learning to pass the ball, all of the basic fundamentals to the game. But when you look closer, you see what the Basketball is Life youth program is all about.
Well, what we incorporate here is the John Wooden Pyramid of Success. So there's a whole bunch of blocks that give you not only the skills to become a good player or a good athlete, but also a successful person in the community. All kids are welcome, no matter their skill level. Something that just might set this program apart from others.
We work with the kids. A lot of programs, if the kid's not really, good, I guess you could say, or it's not really trying, they don't give them too much attention. They get favorites. I feel like I was one of the kids that were like, I needed more attention. So I feel like in this program, we like to give more attention to everybody,
While basketball seems to be the focal point, they learn so much more here as part of this program. Teaching the kids how to use their inner energy, use their focus, use their discipline to excel in different things, such as basketball or really anything in life. And the parents expect nothing less than the best for their children.
What we want him to get out of this is really to be very good at sportsmanship and very good at it, develop his skills and also his fundamentals.
And know how to relate with people and other kids and, discipline along with that and hard work.
Discipline and hard work in children? It doesn't always seem to fit, but at this program, it does.
I like the program. All my coaches train me hard and they helped me train me to this point in my life.
I love how everyone's friendly here, and when you get used to it, it feels like everyone's a part of your family.
Hey, 1, 2, 3. Hey!
A large family that is still growing.
We'd love to have multiple locations across the nation and really get this message out that basketball is a great sport and it can lead to great things and for people to do great things that have nothing to do with sports. I'm Byron Mark Newsom, reporting for the Sports Desk.